The aim of this session is to give an understanding on how to report on PIs for Perfect Circle and Scape. This session will focus on 4 key areas. Firstly, the purpose of a performance indicator. Secondly, the BECS performance indicators. Thirdly, reporting to Perfect Circle and Scape. And fourth, the benefits of the PIs. By the end of this session, you will have a clear understanding on the purpose and benefits of PIs, what PIs are required by Perfect Circle and Scape, of how to complete and submit a PI, of the implications of non-submission of PI data, or what happens to the PI data. Performance indicators. What is the purpose of a performance indicator? A performance indicator is a set of quantifiable measures that Perfect Circle and our stakeholders use to gauge or compare performance in terms of meeting our framework, strategic and operational goals. PIs may vary between companies and industries depending on priorities or performance criteria. PIs are directly linked to the overall goals of the company, in this case Perfect Circle. There are business objectives. Our key success factors are taken into account, resulting in PIs. PIs are measurements that define and track specific goals and objectives. The BECS performance indicators. Over the next few slides, we're going to cover the general requirements and reporting of PIs, the PIs for BECS, input and updating of PI data, accessing reports, and reporting to Scape. The general requirements and reporting of PIs on BECS is shown in the diagram below. The PIs are defined in the Framework Agreement under Schedule 6. The PIs are required to be reported on the 15th working day of each month to Scape. In addition to this, formal audits are undertaken by Scape every 6 months. PIs are applicable to each commission. There are no exclusions. Benchmarking of PIs will be undertaken against nationally produced and available statistics. Failure to report to Scape on time may result in financial penalties. The BECS PIs. There are 11 PIs in total, excluding the framework commitments. The critical success factors include time, cost, quality, health and safety, client satisfaction, and social, environmental and economic benefits, including fair payments. In addition to this, there are PIs covering client and supplier satisfaction. PI number 1 is predictability of time, excluding client changes, and is captured at the pre-construction stage of a project. The purpose of this indicator is to measure the reliability of time for the pre-construction stage of a project, excluding the effect of client-agreed changes. Data reporting is measured at Gate 4 and is measured monthly against the agreed programme as a progress measure. Final data available for reporting is required within 4 weeks of completion of Gateway 4. The minimum standard of performance is 100% or less. Failure to meet this PI may result in financial penalties as defined in the requirements of Clause 12. The applicability of this KPI, or this performance indicator, is for all commissions for services related to construction project, which will go through a design stage and subsequent construction stage. PI number 2, predictability time, excluding client changes for non-project related commissions. The purpose of this indicator is to measure reliability of time for a delivery agreement for a non-project related commission, excluding the effect of client agreed changes. Time for data reporting is measured at completion of delivery agreement and measured monthly against the agreed programme as a progress measure. The minimum standard performance is of a score of 100% or less. Again, failure to report data within 4 weeks of completion of commission will register a fail for this PI to meet the requirements of Clause 12 of the Framework Agreement. Applicability is for all commissions for services not related to a construction project. PI number 3, predictability cost, excluding client changes, all commissions. The purpose of this indicator is to measure reliability of cost, commission value, for a delivery agreement for a commission, excluding the effect of client agreed changes. Time for data reporting, measured at Gateway 4 and or 5, and measured monthly against the agreed programme as a progress measure. Final data available for reporting within 4 weeks of Gateway 5. Minimum standard performance is again 100% or less. Failure to report data within 4 weeks of Gateway 5 will register a fail for this PI to meet the requirements of Clause 12 as defined in the Framework Agreement. Applicability is for all delivery agreements. PI number 4, client satisfaction, project commissions and non-project related commissions. Purpose of this indicator? To determine the level of client satisfaction with a consultant's performance on completed or ongoing commissions. Data is to be collected on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 equals totally satisfied, 8 equals mostly satisfied, 5/6 equals neither satisfied nor dissatisfied, 3 equals mostly dissatisfied, 1 equals totally dissatisfied. Data collected and reported by the consultant based on scores awarded by the client. Time for data reporting. For project-related commissions, a client satisfaction survey shall be undertaken at the end of Gateway 4 and at the end of Gateway 5, unless the period between Gateway 4 and Gateway 5 is less than 6 months, in which case only the Gateway 5 survey will be completed. PI number 5, fair payment. The purpose of this indicator is to ensure the supply chain is paid in line with government fair payment policies. Data is to be collected. The number of payments made by the consultants to the supply chain by number, not value, within 30 days of receipt of the consultant's invoice by the client. Time for data reporting is again monthly. The minimum standard performance is 100%. Failure to report data by the 15th day of the month following will register a fail for this PI to meet the requirements of Clause 12 as defined in the Framework Agreement. Applicability is for all delivery agreements. PI number 6, local spend. The purpose of this indicator is to determine the level of local spend on a commission. Data is to be collected. The spend is based on the office location of the consultant undertaking the commission on a direct line to the project/client location, whichever is nearer, within the following bands: up to 10 miles, 10 to 20 miles, and beyond 20 miles. Time for data reporting. It's measured at completion of the commission and measured monthly against the agreed programme as a progress measure. Final data available for reporting within 4 weeks of completion of the commission. Minimum standard performance. 10% is to be within 10 miles, 35% is to be within 20 miles. Applicability. Again, it's applicable for all delivery agreements. SME engagement is another performance indicator. The purpose of this indicator is to determine the level of appointment of SMEs. Time for data reporting. It's measured at completion of a commission and measured monthly against the agreed programme as a progress measure. Final data must be available for reporting within 4 weeks of completion of the commission. Minimum standard performance. 25% of subconsultants are to be micro businesses. 60% of subconsultants are to be small or medium-sized businesses. Applicability. This performance indicator is applicable for all delivery agreements. SME spend is very similar to the SME engagement performance indicator. The purpose of this particular indicator is to determine the level of spend with SMEs. Time for data reporting is to be measured at completion of a commission and measured monthly against the agreed programme as a progress measure. Final data must again be available for reporting within 4 weeks of completion of the commission. Minimum standard performance. 25% of subconsultants are to be micro businesses. 60% of subconsultants to be small or medium-sized businesses. Applicability, again, is for all delivery agreements. PI number 9, supply chain satisfaction. The purpose of this indicator is to determine the level of subconsultant satisfaction with regards to their involvement on a specific commission. Data is to be collected on how satisfied the subconsultants were with the performance of the main consultant using a 1 to 10 scale. Time for data reporting. It's measured at completion of the commission using a formal satisfaction survey. Final data is to be available for reporting within 4 weeks of completion of the commission. Minimum standard performance is a score of 8. Failure to report data within 4 weeks of completion of the commission will register a fail for this PI to meet the requirements of Clause 12 as defined in the framework agreement. Applicability. All subconsultant commissions undertaken with a value exceeding £5,000. Employment Skills Plan. In addition to the PIs that we've already spoken about, we have additional commitments. These commitments are to determine the level of achievement of the Employment Skills Plan, in short, ESP framework commitments. They include, for example, engagement with schools and colleges, apprenticeships, training, and charity events and community engagement activities. Reporting to Perfect Circle and SCAPE. Reporting to Perfect Circle and SCAPE. All PI data is to be inputted into IE2, Perfect Circle's collaborative platform, for the delivery and reporting on the BECS framework. The URL address is https://perfectcircle.info-exchange.com. Prompts will be sent on a monthly basis to remind you to complete the PI data. It should be remembered that all data in IE2 is transparent and visible to all stakeholders, including SCAPE. To ensure that we learn and improve in the delivery of the framework, reports and lessons learnt alerts are issued to SCAPE and Perfect Circle on a monthly basis as a minimum. For further information on IE2 and what it's all about, there is an IE2 module presentation to be reviewed for training and inputting data on IE2. We're now going to review the benefits of PIs. What are the benefits of PIs? PIs form a vital tool in selling the successes of the framework. It enables Perfect Circle to demonstrate to customers and clients the benefits we are bringing to help formulate and identify areas for improvement and to facilitate benchmarking against the performance as a whole of all of the framework commissions and national data sets.